All right, guys, we are back. It's been a couple weeks. I had a vacation with the family. Work has been busy over the last couple of weeks, and so finally grateful to be back. And guys, this is something that you absolutely must watch. This market update that we're going to go on is going to cover everything you need to be an expert in today's market. And why is that important? We're going to get to that in a second. Also, guys, you're going to want to stay to the end because I'm going to talk to you buyers out there, and I'm going to share with you the exact thing you need to look for to get the best possible deal in one of the best buying opportune markets that we've seen in a very, very long time. And last but not least, guys, we're going to get about in the middle of the video to all of you sellers out there who are looking to sell a home. Maybe you're already selling a home, or you're going to be selling a home, guys. I'm going to tell you what I am seeing in today's market that is helping sellers succeed. So with all that, guys, let's dive into it. And I just want to say the reason I think that understanding the market is so important for you guys is because the way we do things in these videos is to help you guys make smarter real estate decisions. And so with that, I'm giving you data, I'm giving you a market update, but doing it in a way that is going to equip you with certain tools in leverage that you can actually bring into a transaction and set yourself up for success. So with that, guys, if you'd rather just skip the line and not have to do all the research, my email's down below. As much as I love doing these videos, I love nothing more than actually serving you guys when it comes to buying a home or selling a home here in Colorado. So we would love to be your go-to real estate resource. And with that, guys, let's dive into today's update. Now, this is in Google Drive. We're shifting a couple of things in the way we do articles and such, but for today, we are pulling a market report from our good friend and just amazing title representative, Megan Aller. She is the statistic queen. If there's anyone that knows the market, it is Megan Aller. And so you guys are getting a look into something you just don't have access to as a consumer. And so we're going to read this and I'm going to give you my thoughts as we go through it. We'll talk to sellers and buyers, and be sure to stay to the end if you guys are looking for the best way to find a deal in today's market. So the market, well, it's been slower than expected. Likely culprit being the government shutdown. In my second week back, Megan was out for a little bit. We've seen a decline in pending transactions. So that means buyers have been a little bit quiet, not putting as many homes under contract. And year over year numbers remain steady, but recent momentum has softened. And we are feeling that in today's market. Guys, there was about a 2, 3, maybe 4 week spurt. I'd say more 2, 3, where we really started to see the market act in an abnormal way. Generally, when it's September, October, the market really starts to slow down, and we saw kind of this bump in activity that we haven't before. And so that's what she's mentioning when momentum is softened. The fall pickup myth strikes again. Historically, market closed right after Independence Day, and this year is no exception. There's some movement in commercial 1031 exchanges and relocation, but traditional resale activity is easing into the year-end slowdown. And that's what we're getting at, is the momentum has softened and it's starting to slow. Inventory is steady, with active listings holding about the same since mid-August and still up for last year. New listings are slowing further, with fewer coming soon entries as sellers recognize February through April remains the prime listing window. Guys, we're kind of getting into that market where if you were a seller, it's likely better to wait until January, February, March, April in those spring times to really capitalize on the sell price of your home. And we've only got a little bit, if not any more runway for sellers in today's market. Pending transactions dipped again, suggesting buyer activity is tapering while predictive month supply continues to edge higher toward balance. Odds of selling are similar to what we saw around Independence Day weekend, among the lowest points of the year. That's odds of selling within 30 days. It's really, really low. Showings remain mostly fat, with buyers curious but cautious. Sellers should bring their A game. Guys, now is the time to refresh listings before Halloween. Time on market continues to fluctuate, landing higher than both last month and last year, while price reductions are climbing as motivated sellers make their final pre-holiday push. And so, guys, if you are a seller, this is what I was talking about. I'm going to show you the screen here again. This is what I was talking about. Price reductions are climbing. You got to bring your A game now. This is not a market where you push price. I'm sorry, but it just isn't. I tried to push price when we listed our rental. And when I say push price, I pushed price to what I thought we would be able to sell it for right away. And sure enough, even though I pushed price a little bit, not as much as I would have liked to, we still had to come down in price. And guys, I see it all day, every day, where sellers just tried to push price, and it's not the market to do that. And then what happens is you start chasing the market and sell for less than you would have had you just priced aggressively to begin with. And so when you're in the face of this market, price however you want. But if you want to sell and get the best outcome possible for your house, bring your A game right from the get. Detached single family in September. Kind of what happened in September, what's happening now. Inventory rose month over month in year over year, aligning with seasonal peaks. New listings also ticked up slightly. Pending and closed transactions both slipped, consistent with fall cooling. Essentially, the third grade level of this, which I like to hear, is that there are more homes for sale than there are buyers, period. Months of inventory increase, signaling balance. Prices softened compared to last month, but remain higher than last year. Yeah, if you guys been following us on this channel, which if you aren't, please make sure to subscribe. Guys, I give you the actual factual data around pricing. It can be so confusing to see stuff like this, which is not wrong, but if you don't know what to look for in other data to really get a good handle on price, you're going to look at this and say, okay, prices are higher than last year. I don't know that that's actually true. In some areas, sure. But overall, when you look at price per square feet, we are down and have been down year over year. So sellers becoming more flexible with more homes closing below asking and a rise in concessions, mostly tied to rate buy downs. Days on market continues to climb, giving buyers time to make more informed choices. Guys, the attached single family inventory grew modestly. It remains higher than last year, though at a slower pace, a sign of stabilization. New listings increased month over month, but fell slightly year over year. Pending and closed transactions decline. Same kind of thing here, guys. More new listings, not as much, but it's growing a little bit. And buyers are falling off. Months of inventory rose slightly, reinforcing a steady soft market. Prices showed mixed signals. The average down, the medium up, while both sit below last year's level. Concessions remain common, and days on market continue to lengthen. Now here's for the truth, guys. Here is for the boots on the ground. Here's what data says, right? And then like you throw that away and you say, oh, here's what's actually happening in the market. And guys, like I'm going to tell you this not to brag by any means, please. There are way bigger producers than me, but I've done my stats. I'm the top 1% of agents in Denver Metro in terms of production and in amount of homes sold. I say that so that you guys know, like, I'm in this market. I'm doing it. I'm helping buyers. I'm selling homes every single week, every single day. I'm seeing it. And the reality is, guys, prices are slipping. They've slipped. They're fallen, and they have declined. Especially for condos, especially for townhomes. I sold a townhome in Littleton, Arbor Point condos. I can't. The community name just slipped my mind. I sold one in 2023, and since then, I've been the highest sold townhome in that complex. And guys, I can show you complex after complex after complex. Prices have dropped. In some areas, way more significantly than others. But overall, I don't care what the data says, the market is down fairly substantially, depending on what substantially means to you and what you're comparing to. So sellers, it is so important. You gotta list aggressively right from the jump. It is not the time to push price unless you have a house worth pushing price. And even then, the recommendation is to price aggressively right from the beginning so that you're not caught chasing the market and selling for lower than you could have sold if you just started. And so, guys, we have, I don't want to say crack the code, but we are experts in this market in aligning and positioning our sellers to get the best results possible. And if that is something that you are interested in having a conversation about, our email's down below. I will put a link to my Zoom scheduler down below. If you want to schedule a call with us, we would love to serve you. Now, for buyers, I told you I'd teach you what to look for to get the best deals in today's market. This is a simple one, and it's better executed with a high level professional and team behind you. I just plugged myself. You know where to find me. But here's what you're going to look for. First things first, you're going to look for all of those sellers that tried to push price, and they've been on the market for 30, 60, 90 days. Generally, you're going to find the best results in that 40 to 80 day range. If you see a house and they've dropped price and they've been on the market for that 40 to 80 plus day mark, those are prime for negotiation. But the second piece is key. The second piece is why I say it's better executed from an agent like myself. I just did this today for a client. I went through her whole list, 40 homes. I looked at all of them. I picked 10 out that I thought would be decent fits, and I actually reviewed exactly what I'm about to share with you. But guys, if you haven't yet, if you're enjoying this content, please make sure to subscribe and like the video so we can get this out to more people. Here's what I shared with this gal. Or here's what I did for my buyer is I went and found the home that looked like it would be a fit. It fit all the parameters that I was telling you about. It's been on the market for 40, 60, 80 plus days. And then what you want to do is you want to go and see when the seller bought the home. And if the seller had bought the home anywhere before 2020, 2021, ideally, the longer they've owned it, the better. There were countless homes where the owner was the original owner. And so that means, guys, they have a ton of equity. They might even own it outright. And so the fact that they're selling in this market tells me there's a reason they're selling. They might need to sell. And because they've been on the market a long time, because they've already dropped price, they're probably in a mindset of like, oh my gosh, like, are we going to be able to sell this home? Those are the ones that are going to give you the best chance at getting the best deal in today's market. Guys, my team has had success in getting buyers upwards of $20,000 in concessions to pay down a rate, to pay off closing costs, and that came with a price reduction on the house as well. So guys, align yourself with a high-level professional that knows the market and is willing to do the work in the way that's going to yield you the best result. It's easy for me to just send the list, not do the research for them, not sift through the list of 10 homes, not look at who owned the home to see if it's prime for negotiation. But guys, we want to go above and beyond for you. And again, as much as I love doing these videos, we love nothing more to serve you. So be sure to reach out if you guys have any interest in buying or selling here in the Denver, Colorado market, in I should say Denver Metro. And even if you're Colorado Springs or Fort Collins, we have people and colleagues that we can refer you to take care of you. But we just encourage you guys to reach out at my email down below or book a call with us. And guys, let's set you up for success in today's market. All right. Last but not least, guys, if you've stayed with me this whole time, just thank you from the bottom of my heart. I super appreciate you. We've been doing these every Wednesday, but over the last couple of months, there's been some changes in my brokerage, in my world. And so with that, we're going to get back to consistently doing these market updates and providing you insights and guidance you just simply cannot find anywhere else. Sure, maybe you guys get an educational piece here or there, but to combine not only the educational tips that we're sharing with you in this video with a market update so you guys understand what's happening in today's market, it's really hard to find. So we want to do these every single Wednesday. We're going to get back on the train of consistency and look forward to seeing you guys there. Be sure to subscribe, reach out if you guys have any real estate needs. And with that, thank you guys for joining, and we'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.